If you want to escape from snookers by playing some basic and some ridiculous swerve shots, then here's how. This is Break from Life. Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching one of our videos, then it's fantastic to have you here. A swerve shot is where you spin the cue ball to make it arc on the table. This means that you can escape from a snooker without having to use a side cushion. This can either be because this is just simply the easiest shot on, or there's no simple way to escape from the snooker other than to swerve it. To play these shots well, you need to have a really good touch and feel for the game and the table you're playing on. Also, the amount of elevation you use is critical. The more elevation, the more you're going to push the white out and make it swerve back, and the less speed it will have on it. On longer shots, you want to have less elevation, so you have less swerve, but it'll come back over a greater distance. Or on slightly shorter ones like this one, you want about this much. So it's easily got enough time to spin round the ball. Shorter shots like this one, you want a lot more elevation and backspin in particular, because this will mean it'll take more speed off the ball when it gets to about here, and this will make it a lot easier to hit the yellow in this case. Playing a swerve shot can allow you to hit an object ball directly, but sometimes it can be just as good, if not better, to escape from a snooker playing a shot off a cushion. If you're watching this video because you're struggling to hit snookers, then you're probably going to want to know how you can calculate angles to allow you to hit the ball nearly every single time. And I show you how to do this in our video Hit a Ball from a Snooker. It's in the card right now and on our channel page, along with a load of other videos that will help you dominate at the game and make the commitment to becoming a better player by subscribing to the channel, and visit the website to find out what Break from Life is going to be doing in the future. Playing a swerve shot well is all about accuracy. You want to swerve as little as possible and be as accurate as you can when you play the shot. The higher in the air you raise your cue, the more spin you can get on it, but the less speed it will have on it. So this is a trade-off that you're going to have to deal with if you want to play these shots well. Also, you're going to want to make sure you know where the object ball's going when you hit it. Ultimately, the ability to play this shot is just going to make your life more simple during snooker games. So this is what happens during a swerve shot. As you play the shot, we're using right hand side here, we push the cue ball away, and the spin on the cue ball means it swerves back in the opposite direction. As you can see, it pushes out to the left here, and the spin brings it back in when the white starts to slow down. So if you want to use swerve shots to help you escape from snookers, then do this. To start off with, work out if it's actually worth playing a swerve shot. And bear in mind that you don't get a lot of distance between the cue ball and the object ball, in this case the red, on a swerve shot. So there's a good chance you're going to leave it on. So looking at this shot in particular, we can only play an escape off this side cushion, which isn't actually the easiest shot. We're not guaranteed to hit the red. So if our opponent needed snookers, I'd definitely be playing the swerve shot here. Now, I'd probably be playing anyway, because playing this as a swerve shot, we've got a good chance of playing the red towards the bulk cushion if we hit it right. So that's a good chance it's going to go safe. It allows us to play a precise shot. So once we've worked all that out, we can sort of look at how we play the swerve shot. Now, to start off with, what we're going to need to do is hit this shot with right hand side. We've got less distance to go around the left side of the ball than we have the right. So we're going to play it with right hand side, which is going to push the white out that way, and the spin is going to bring it back. Now, the amount of backspin you put on it will slow it down and almost make it stop and turn right as instantly as that. So you've got to work out how much of that you want, because we're going to be looking for the bulk cushion. Another bit of advice is try and play these shots as low as possible. The higher you bring the cue up like this, the less distance it's going to go and the less speed it's going to have when it gets there. So ideally you want the most amount of speed as easily as possible, and it's easier to control the flatter your cue is rather than higher up. So once we know that, we're going to line it up. We're going to hit the ball close to the edge with just a tiny bit of backspin. I'm going to try and keep as flat as I can on this and allowing us to play the shot exactly right. Now we've hit it. It's not gone ideally as I would have wanted it, but it has actually gone safe there, which wasn't guaranteed to do, but we've got away with it. The position of the game can have a huge bearing on whether or not you play one of these shots. Let's say we're in this position, 36 points in front, and we're snookered behind the green on that yellow all the way down there. Now, in this situation, we're not too worried about leaving the yellow on just so long as we hit it. So we want to play it in the simplest way possible. So in this situation, I'd probably just play the swerve. Now, ideally, we don't want to leave it too easy to play a snooker with, but that's gone fairly well. We might have left it on, but we're not too worried about that. From a very similar situation where the scores a level or our opponent can still win the game if they pot all the balls, then we want to look at this a little bit differently, because we're a bit less concerned about whether or not we hit the ball and a bit more concerned about getting it safe. So on a shot like this, I'd be looking instead to play this off two cushions to try and get maximum distance between the white and the yellow. And at times, maybe you'll pot the odd ball by playing this shot. Playing swerve shots or any shots with side isn't ever crucial, but can massively benefit your game if you can play them. Like playing shots with reverse side, like this one. And if you want to learn how to play shots like this, then why not try our video, Snooker Reverse Side? Or if you're struggling to pot long balls, try our video, Snooker Long Pots. And remember, don't just watch, play, and make the commitment to becoming a better player by subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to visit the website. See you later.